Well, hello all and welcome. Hope you're all doing well. As you can see, I'm in one of my greenhouses, and I'm in here because it all needs tidying up, needs clearing out. I've not been in here, I will openly admit that I've not been in here for probably a month. I cleared out what tomatoes there were in here, got them all cleared. We've had them. Today isn't a particularly good day. There's jobs I want to get and do round on the plot, and my plot is prone to waterlogging a little. I went round a couple of days ago to get some potatoes up, and I left the plot about 6 inches taller than when I went round. The mud just stuck to my boots, and I got my potatoes, and that was it. I couldn't really do anything else because it's just not good enough. You know, the weather really. We've got some storm or other coming across. I forget now. Storm Diane or something like that, beginning with a D anyway. That's coming. It's not going to hit us particularly hard, but we're getting some of it. It's blowing a gale outside. Already had an absolute torrential downpour of rain, and the sky looks like it's gonna let go again any time. So I thought, right, let's get in that greenhouse, or get in these greenhouses, get and clear these. As I say, I've harvested everything that I can, so I'm going to go through these, clear everything out, and I'll show you what it all looks like when I've finished. Well, here we are, all done. As you can see, I've put me bottles into a couple of buckets, and we're all clear, all dug, canes put to one side. As you can see, looks like I've got a clip down there that I need to replace or refit. Same at the top there. Next job on is going to be putting these onions into an onion sack, and they'll go in the house. As we've needed an onion, I've come out into the greenhouse here and just taken what we've needed, but they shall all now, I think, go into an onion sack and go in the house. I will then, not immediately, but you can probably see it along there and around that, see the sort of build up of algae all round there. I shall wash, let me turn you around, like I say, that build up of algae. I shall wash this. I shall get a bucket of hot soapy water. To that I will add some bleach, and I'll add some J's fluid, and I shall get and clean everything down all round the door, do the lot, clean it all, and then it's ready to have that little cloche frame, because this will be able to come out, because that cloche frame, when I put that in here, it just about, if you look down there, see the slabs, it just about comes onto about the edge of the slab there. That's how wide it is, and it fills that all up, and I'll put that in place. And what I might do actually is put some buckets in with some fresh compost, and try and grow, keep growing a bit of lettuce, a bit of that mixed spice, that mixed leaf as well, and a bit of lettuce. Probably put them in there and just see how things go. But yeah, that's this greenhouse done. As I say, wash it all down, and get it, it's all ready for the start of next year. Well, it's that time of year again. As you can see, I'm out here in the greenhouse. And what time of year am I talking about? It's the time of year for me to get and start my onions off from seed. It's the 27th of November. I did last year, I did them round about, I started them about mid-December. Year before, looking on my records, I'd started them about a fortnight before this, so about mid-November for sake of argument. So as I say, it's the time for doing my onions. I've got a couple of new varieties this year that I've never grown before, but I'll go through and tell you what I've got. Starting off with Kelsey. Done them before and they're a good onion, seem to be quite reliable. I'm doing Exhibition, doing a few of those. There's no need to explain that they do grow into quite a large onion. Then I've got a couple of new ones that I've never grown before. This is one here, Yellow Sweet Spanish. Now this apparently is, I'm of an age where I can remember when I was out and about with my mum and dad shopping and so on, you would see on market stalls in the grocers Spanish onions. You used to see, and they were quite big onions, and they were all Spanish onion. And this is basically them. Reading the sales blurb, the description, it says about capable of growing to 1 pound in weight. They are, so we will see. And then for me red onion this year, I'm doing Redlander. It's the world's first dowdy mildew resistant variety for excellent yield of mild tasting large red bulbs which store very well when kept in cool, dark, dry conditions. So we're going by what it says on the packaging. It's saying about sowing them in January. Well, you know, I'm going to make a start on doing these now, so we will see how we go. I'm doing them just in small pots, and I'm also, if I can reach it from here, I'm also using the Agrilan root trainer. This I'm going to do the Exhibition in these. I shall dib a hole in each one and do the Exhibition. The others I've filled them with compost to a level where I can then just spread a bit more over the top for them. So I've got my compost all ready. This is just normal clover. It's been sieved. It has gone through a seed sowing sieve, just to keep it nice and fine. They will go indoors. They'll go in a heated propagator, and I've also got some heat mats that I can then put things like this onto to give them a little bit of warmth from the bottom. So without further ado, I won't do these in here. I'll just get and fill some more pots, and then I'll bring you back when I'm ready to sow a bit of seed. Right, I'll do the one pot. What I'm going to do is, as I say, the Exhibition are going into the Agrilan. I'm going to use 4 pots like this with regards the Kelsey. Then I'm going to use 3 for the Yellow Sweet Spanish and 3 for the Redlander. So we'll start with the Yellow Sweet Spanish. I'll just do this one because I've got quite a few to do, so I don't want to bore everybody. We'll just make sure that that is even. I'm just going to broadcast sow. I'm not going to put a lot in each pot, and I'm just going to just drop a few in. These pots will all go into a seed tray with a propagator lid on it. Let me get another pot while I may as well do these. I didn't have very good germination last year. Now I don't think it'd be anything to do with the time of year, but right, that's them done. Now what I'm going to do is just very, very gently press them down to ensure the seed is in full contact with the compost. Then some of these I'm going to put vermiculite on, some I'm going to put compost over. And I'll water them when I take them in the house. I'm not going to water them now. There we go. And don't forget to cook the labels. I've got one more to do, but that just gives you basically the gist of what I'm doing. So that's a start made. When I've got them all done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you everything all finished. Well, here we are, all done. There is the Redlander. That pack is completely empty. There wasn't a lot of seed in there, so I've used all of those. Same with the Kelsey, but I've got 2 packs of Kelseys, so I've done those. The Exhibition, they're in here. Now these Agrilan, I don't know if you ever used these before, but these Agrilan root trainers, they're brilliant, because this tray at the bottom acts as a reservoir, and when you clip, these are just clipped on either end here, both there and there, they're just clipped in place, and if I push them in and push this down, it will lift each little plug plant, which makes it a very easy job then for potting them on. But what is also interesting is you can see, I don't know whether you can see it, but can you see a cut out there and then across the back there? Well, the lid, as you can see, that's solid, but then there's a cut out there, so that what you can do is put that lid on there like that, and I don't know whether you can see that, but can you see there's like a little bit of a gap, so it acts as a bit of ventilation. But if you turn it that way round, that becomes completely sealed, there's no gap. And that's how I'm going to put these when I go into the house with these. Now all those are going into one of these trays with a lid once they've been watered. I have not watered any of these yet, but I will water them once I get them in the house, because I've got a fine sprayer. And these will go into one of these trays. Some of them may go into the heated propagator. That is going to go onto a heat mat, along with some of these. So that's all me seeds, me onion seeds done. And all as we can do now is trust in Mother Nature, and see how we go with regards germination. Well, you've seen me sowing my seeds. my onion seeds, and I did say that some of them will go into a heated propagator and the others will be going on to, well, they'll go into a seed tray with a cloche top and then onto a heat mat. Well, this is the heat mat. Oh hoo hoo, I would imagine is how you'd pronounce that, I don't know. But yeah, there's two in here. Said seedling heat mat. It does say you can put seeds on there as well, so it isn't just for seedlings. I'll get it out. There we go. There's, as I say, there's two that you get in the pack, and they come in a little case, which obviously I've taken them out, but that's the size. As you can see, quite a good size. What I've done in the back room is I've put the Agrilan, this is obviously flat on the table, I've got the Agrilan root trainer at that end, then I've got a seed tray at this end, small one with a propagator top and some of those individual pots in there, and only time will tell as to how good these are. I got them on a Black Friday deal from that well-known company that has also got a rainforest named after it. I'll say no more. And as I say, I was going to buy a normal heated propagator or another heated propagator, and then I thought to myself, well, these mats might be a little bit more versatile, being able to use them under my grow lights, so we'll see how we go with them. But yeah, that's as you see, that's what I'm using. How good they'll be, I don't know. Only time will tell. I will definitely let you know how things go. It says, there we go. It says on here, seedlings, flowers, fruits, vegetables. So we'll see how I go with them. Let's see what germination we get, and then we can see how good these mats actually are. One, two, three. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. Really is very much appreciated. You've seen with regards the greenhouse and clearing out. I've yet to wash them down, but I'm going to do those over. I'm going to do both of them over the next couple of days. And the silver greenhouse, when you stood at the door here, down the left hand side, I'm thinking of digging that ground over, working in some compost and growing direct into the ground. It's something that I toyed with last year. I ummed and ahed, looked at it, and I was very much a case of, if it's not broken, don't fix it. As in, I grow them in them, I grow all my tomatoes in them buckets, and I do very well. I'm very happy with the process, and I'm thinking, well, do I really need to change things? But then part of me, the curiosity gets hold of me and like, well, wonder what it'd be like if you tried it. So that's something I'm thinking of doing down the one side with the greenhouse. As I say, next couple of days or so, I'm going to get and wash them down, get them cleaned, and once that's done, I can then put the coal frame assembly in the other side of that greenhouse. Onion seeds all sown now in the propagator and on that heat mat, and we'll keep an eye on them, see how things go. So once again, thank you all very much for watching. It really is very much appreciated. Be good, look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.